Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Today's video is hopefully going to be a long one and a pretty relaxed one. I am going to map out my 2026 goals. So those are YouTube goals, reselling, personal life, and then other social media. And I have this science fair board that I'm going to draw things on, and then we can update it, or I can update it every month and show you guys the progress I'm making towards those goals. Also, I'm going to start this camera so you can see what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep this long. I'm not going to edit it too much, and you can put it on while you're listing or put it on while you're cleaning your house, and we can talk about 2026 goals together. All right, over here I have a little sketch I made of my plan for this, but let's get started by just writing on the top. Right now my 1-year-old son is taking a nap, and also I should say that I am not a very artistic person, so I probably need to focus a little bit. Oh, that 6 was a little small. Some of you who are more particular than me probably going to be annoyed by my lack of precision, but we're going for done and not perfect. Also, I'm planning to map this out in black, and then each month we'll have a color so you can see my progress with the specific color. Okay, that might have looked like a 5-year-old did that, but we have 2026 goals on the board. And then we're going to have different categories. On the left is going to be the reselling category, so let's start with that. As I was trying to say, my 1-year-old son is taking a nap right now, and 3-year-old daughter is doing plant chores with my husband. He has a bunch of plants, so they're watering them, fertilizing, and so on. Okay, goal number 1. And this is something I don't know if I've said on the channel, or if I have, it's been a long time. For reselling, my goal is to take home $500 of profit a month. I don't pay attention to the total sales amount because that's not what I'm taking home. Or if I spent, let's say I spent $50 on an item and sold it for $75, I don't count that as a profit. I count that as, breaking even towards my $500 profit goal. So my goal is to make $500 of profit after my cost of goods, after shipping, after fees every month. So let's put that goal on the board. I just realized, what's the point of this if I'm going to have my head in front of it? So let me move this camera. Goal number 1. Wow. Goal number 1, $500 profit per month. And then I'm going to have 12 circles, which circles are also difficult to be precise on if you're freehanding. Let me see if I have a circle to use as a stencil. I got this. It's like the fan remote, but I feel like that's too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've got too much I want to put on here to use that. This might work. This is the cap from my pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little small, but I think we're going to use it. Okay, let's do 12 circles, one for each month of the year. And then this will be January, February, March, April, May, June. What can I talk about while I do this? What's going on in my life? Last weekend was our son's first birthday party. So we had a bunch of people over, and related, I feel like sicknesses just have been constantly at our house last month. Thankfully, after my son's birthday party, I was the only one that got sick. But over the last month, we've had RSV, influenza A, ear infection, and then I had a mystery overnight stomach bug. But I'm hoping we are done with July, August, September, October, November. I'm I'm hoping we're done with the illnesses. How have you guys been also fighting illnesses? And now that we've got goal number 1, we can fill it in. And I'll put on the screen how much I made profit in January. It was just over $500. What color? Purple is my favorite, so we're going to start with purple. I like purple and green, but we'll start with purple for January, and we can fill it in because I did make $500 of profit. The thing I sold the most of in January was conditioner. If you guys haven't been watching my shorts, here's the story. My sister went to the last day of a going out of business sale for a liquidation store, and they had a ton of this Redken conditioner. And when I looked it up on eBay, it looked like they were selling for about $15 a bottle. So I asked her to see how much they wanted, and they wanted $45 for everything that they had, which I didn't know how much that was at the time. And it ended up being, well, my sister kept some of the bottles, but the bottles that I got, it ended up being 75 bottles. And I sold a lot of those in January. So of that $500 profit, I want to say over 300 was just from the conditioner buy. And I sold, in January, I sold a lot of them in lots of 1, 2, and 4, but I found the lots of 4 sold really well. So in February, I listed everything I had left. No, it was at the end of January. Yeah, the end of January, I listed everything I left at in lots of 4, and then those all sold in February. So I'll talk about that again in February. But yes, January, I did hit my $500 a month profit goal. I'm assuming most of you watching are not new to my channel, but if you are, I work full-time. I have 2 kids and a husband. So this is my hobby, and that's why my profit goal is $500. Comment down below, let me know if you guys are part-time or full-time and what your goal is for your profit per month. And then I'm going to have a subsection here. Actually, let's go down. Let me think. Let's split this here. Okay, now I'm going to have this section is going to be 1 circle for every additional $100 profit. So if I would have made $700 profit in January, then I'd fill in 2 circles in this section, that purple, but I didn't. So we're not going to fill in any today, but I want to have this section. So 1 circle for each additional $100 profit. Spoiler alert, hopefully in February we'll have at least 1 circle in this section. And I'm going to put 10 circles for an extra $1,000, and then hopefully we'll end up putting more here, but we're going to start off with 10. I will say, when I was setting these goals, I was torn between the side of me that wants to be an overachiever and love setting aggressive goals to really motivate myself. But like, this is my hobby. There's other things in my life many other things in my life that take priority. And so I need to not be aggressive. I need to be realistic and not get down on myself. So I'm setting my goals based on what I realistically think I can achieve, but goals that will take focus. Like if I ignore reselling for a month, I won't hit these goals. Or if I ignore YouTube, I won't hit these goals. So it allows me to stay focused on my hobby, but not feel overwhelmed or like there's no way I can do that. You guys heard of SMART goals? Specific, measurable, attainable? That wouldn't make sense. A. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That is how I tried to choose these goals. Achievable was the key. That's difficult for me because I often try to set slightly unachievable goals, but I did not do that this time. Okay, I ended up doing 12 circles. And then the last section for reselling is going to be listing goal. I've found over the last few years that I generally list about 1 item per day or slightly fewer than 1 item per day. So I set my goal at slightly over 1 item a day at 400 items. So in this section, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide times 8. Yeah, this is another one where I feel like I need to I should get a measuring tape so I can make sure it's accurate. We are back. It took me a while because I was originally going to fill up this whole section, but I really want to make the square easy to remember. So I ended up doing a 10 by 4. So each square is 10 items. And then I guess that's more encouragement to fill in the rest. I just went and checked. In January, I listed 37 items. Again, comment down below and let me know if you're part-time or if you're full-time. Do you have a listing goal? How do you set your reselling goals? 37. Honestly, I'm so excited to fill this in every month. I feel like it's going to be very satisfying. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to fill in. What have I been thinking about lately related to reselling? I'm sure people out there can relate to this, especially if you're in the same situation as me as a parent of young children. I feel a constant is probably too extreme, but I do feel a guilt, mom guilt, when I'm doing things like this. Like right now, I'm not spending time with my daughter, but my husband is. So it's not like she's, by herself or not having a fun time. But I feel this guilt of like, I should be spending all my free time with her and my son because they're only here for so long. But I just remind myself that I spend a lot of time with them. I don't spend that much time on my hobbies. And like, I need to do things just for myself also. And reselling is fun for me. I love setting goals. I love, finding the thrill of the hunt at the thrift store. I love the creativity that comes with making YouTube videos. Okay, 37 items listed in January. This is fun. It's getting filled in. Moving on to the next section. I think that, yes, that is all I'm going to have on here for reselling. $500 a month profit and 400 items total for the year. Okay, next up, actually this is going to be called social media, and then we'll have YouTube and short form. Social. Oh my gosh, I just had a flashback to my childhood. I am a type A person, I guess you would say. In elementary, you call me goody two-shoes for sure. Teacher's pet, that was what I was. And I always wanted to do everything right. I always want to do everything the best. And I specifically remember someone or like a group of my classmates talking about how bad my handwriting is. And I still remember because I wanted to do everything perfect. And that was one thing that at this point, I don't care. But as a kid, I hated my handwriting because it wasn't cute like the other kids. So if you think my handwriting isn't cute, I know it's not very cute. All right, social media, and then we'll have YouTube over here. And goal number 3, oh, I forgot to label this goal number 1, or goal number 2, I mean. List 400 items is goal number 2. Goal number 3, oh my goodness. Talking and writing is so hard. How do teachers do this? Goal number 3, what is goal number 3? Upload 24 videos. And 24 might not sound a lot. That's 2 a month. But I got some stats here. In 2023, I only uploaded 6 videos. 2024, 12 videos. And 2025, 10 videos. I mean, life's been busy. That's 2023. Our daughter was born at the end of 2022. So that's when parenthood started for me. So 6 videos, 12 videos, and 10 videos. So 24 is still double what I uploaded any of the last 3 years. And, well, we'll fill it in a minute, but in January I did great. I got 4 videos uploaded. February so far, not great. This is my first video of the month. But this goal will hopefully keep me on track to at least double my uploads from last year. 24, what am I doing? 6 by 4, probably. How is the weather where you guys are? In Iowa, we had some really nice days, like 60 degrees in February, set some record highs. Max, my son, might have had his warmest birthday ever. I think it got up to 68 on his birthday. Compared to last year when he was born, it was in the negatives, or at least the feel like was in the negatives. But now in Iowa, we are back to, it's like 20 degrees is the high today. but it's February, so that's what we expect. And we got like 5 or 6 inches of snow yesterday. Any of you guys from the Kentucky, it was like Kentucky and Tennessee that got hit with those ice storms? And if you are, how are you guys doing? Got your electricity back? How long was it gone? School back in session? Mail running? Yeah, there's a few reasons I knew about that. One, I watch Homeschooling Picker and Part-Time Picker, Matt and Kayla, and they were talking about how their school was out. And then I follow Shawn Johnson, former gymnast, and originally she grew up in the same city that I live in, West Des Moines, Iowa. Anyways, she posted that their property had a bunch of downed trees and they had to leave because they didn't have electricity. And then finally, I had a package coming from that area that got delayed. And in 2020, we had a huge windstorm in Iowa and our electricity got taken out for a week. And so I just relate to the feeling of like your day-to-day is so disrupted, but the rest of the world is just moving on like everything is normal. Very strange feeling. Oops, got a little messy. Man, it is hard to talk and work at the same time. Okay, and in January, I uploaded 4 long-form videos to YouTube. I think. I can't double check. I'm pretty sure I uploaded 4, so hopefully that's right. So we're going to fill in 4 bubbles with purple. Do you guys have a favorite color? Or do you feel like that is the thing to have as a kid? I'd say, I think I said this already, but purple or green. For my wedding, I chose green dresses, and my husband was surprised, and he was like, I thought for sure you would choose purple. But I really like both of those. And if I have to choose a favorite, I switch between those 2 colors. There we go. January is done for that goal. Next goal is 5,000 new YouTube subscribers. This type of video is not going to get me new subscribers, but I know the types of videos that do, and I want to make sure that I'm not just uploading videos that are quote unquote easy, like this one where I'm just sitting down and rambling, but also some that add a lot of value because those usually bring me new subscribers as well. So goal number 4, 5,000 new subscribers. Again, I pulled up my stats. 2022, I got 3.8 thousand new subscribers. 2023, 2.3 thousand. 2024, 1,000. And 2025, 2,000. So my growth has been pretty slow on YouTube as a result of the effort I've been putting in. So alongside 24 uploads, I would like to get 5,000 new subscribers. And I started the year, beginning of year, BOY, corporate world lingo. Beginning of the year, I started with 536. And in January, I gained 739. That is a very big dent in our 5,000. And we'll get to why I got that many subscribers shortly. The 4 YouTube video long form helped, but I also started posting short form. 10 by 4 is 40. 40 divided by 10 is 4. 2 by 2 is 4. Yeah, okay. Okay, we have 10 boxes, 5,000 subscribers, so each box is 500 subscribers. And like I said, I gained 739 in January, so we're going to fill out a box and a half. Oh yeah, my original plan was going to make my goal to beat my subscribers from any past year, or any of the last 3 years. So my original goal was 2,500. So just to be honest, I did reset my goal based on how January went and made it 5,000. So this is actually twice what my original plan was because January went so well for subscribers. And hopefully, let's see, how much would I have to have the rest of the year? Yeah, if I get 500 a month, oh, that's kind of aggressive based on how I've been doing. I don't know. We'll try. We're going to try. Next goal is short form content. Let me move this camera. Short form. I have a lot to talk about here. In December, my friends Lonnie and Ryan is from the channel Thrift Mine, and Lonnie is from Shed Flips. He and his wife Candace do videos almost every single day and have for years. Anyways, they're friends of mine, and I've been talking to them. And they're really motivating me to try to make short form videos. So those are videos that are upright. They're anywhere between 10 seconds and 3 minutes long. And they kept encouraging me, just upload, just try, just upload. So in December, I uploaded a couple. And one of my goals for this year is to just try. So my only goal for short form content is to post 100 short form videos. And not worried about how much I grow, not worried about how they perform, just trying to get into the habit. So goal number 5, post 100 videos. So Lonnie and Ryan were trying to encourage me in December. I started posting a couple, and after I posted 3 or 4, Instagram sent me a notification, invited me to apply for what they call the Breakthrough Bonus Program. And they said if I get admitted to the program, that I would immediately get monetized on Facebook, which I didn't even have a Facebook page. But in order to apply for the program, I had to create a Facebook page. So I applied for I created a Facebook page, I applied for the program. I got in at the beginning of January. And then Meta owns Facebook and Instagram, said that if I upload 20 reels in January, that they would give me $150. And then that goal or that offer would repeat 2 more times. So February, if I upload 20, I get another $150. And then March, another $150. So that was pretty good encouragement to get me to, again, focus on just getting the quantity up and not worrying if the video is perfect, just posting and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And I did get 20 short form videos uploaded in January. What's up, Brenna? You want to do what? Okay, you want to come down here?
I almost got it.
Okay, make sure you shut it so Monty doesn't come down here.
Why?
Because he hurt his knee and he can't get up the stairs. All right, let's see what commentary we get from my 3-year-old. All right, I need to make 100 circles. This is going to take a while. Hey, Brenna.
Hi.
Look, Mom's coloring.
Oh, I don't want to color.
Why don't you go grab your coloring book and then you can come sit next to me and color?
No, I just want to watch.
Oh, you just want to watch? Okay, that's fine.
I just want to watch. But why not putting pink in it?
Because I'm going to update this every month this year. And I'll paint colors based on how much progress I make on the things I'm trying to do this year.
I know. I like watching things.
So I'm going to fill in 20 of these circles with purple. 20 circles are done.
Hi.
And Rena is mic'd up. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Here, say hi like this.
Hi.
Now you guys can hear her.
Hi. I can see.
Well, okay, there we go.
I got it.
Time to fill in 20. I'm going to fill in 20 circles in purple.
And I got marker 20 stuff. Then I got marker.
Rena, what's something you like to do that's fun?
Go at Mimi's house.
Oh yeah, go to Mimi's house. You want to say hi to the people watching who speak Spanish? Can you say hola?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Let's answer some questions for fun, okay? What do you want to be when you grow up?
A banana.
A banana. You're silly.
A potato.
A potato. Tell them what you were for Halloween.
A banana.
Yeah, you were a banana. And you wanted to be a banana for 6 months and you didn't change your mind. What do you want to be next year for Halloween?
Potato.
What else can we ask you about?
I got an idea.
You got an idea?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your idea?
I want you to ask me about strawberries.
Okay, tell me about strawberries.
Strawberries are round and have pokes.
And pokes? They have pokes in them?
Yeah.
They have seeds?
Yeah. They're going to grow seeds.
Are you and Dad going to grow some strawberries this year?
Yeah. When it's warm out today.
When it's warm out? Not today, but in the spring.
Yeah. In the spring. What does spring mean?
Spring is when the weather gets warmer after the cold winter. And then the plants start to come up, the leaves start to come on the trees, and the weather gets warmer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Good job. Can you do it in Espanol?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. You're silly.
I want to
We've got 20 circles filled in for 20 short form videos. My iPhone storage is full, so we're not going to get any more views of the board, but all I've left are things I'm going to write out. First up, I forgot there are 2 YouTube videos I really want to do this year, so I have those I'm going to put down here. Video number 1 is comparing cross-listing services. This has been on my to-do list for like 5 years. I really want to make an unbiased video where I compare the most popular cross-listing services. Comment down below if you have one you definitely want me to include in the review. Please put it. But I want to get each one of them, try them out, and then tell you guys what the differences are.
Mom, I'm just gonna make a new thing.
The second video is I have a Poshmark shipping for beginners video that a lot of people watched and found helpful, and I want to refresh that. Poshmark has changed a ton of their stuff with shipping, so it needs a refresh, but they keep changing things. So whenever things are stabilized, I want to redo that video. Last section of the video is personal life goals, and these are goals outside of the normal, like obviously developmental goals for the kids, spending time together, all that, that's just day to day. If the dog needs surgery, whatever. These are goals that I could not do, but I want to get done this year. Things that I would like to buy this year. 1, a water osmosis system. We live in Iowa. We have really high nitrate levels. So I'd like to buy the systems to not have to worry about it. 2 is a new basketball hoop. We used to have a basketball hoop before kids, and my husband and I used it all the time. We play pig out in the yard, but in 2020 we had a huge windstorm and it took it out. So now I would love to buy a new one. We put in all new cement, so we have a brand new driveway to play on. Number 3 is to redo our porch. This is still under buy because it's going to be expensive. Our porch just needs to be refreshed. We redid almost all of our exterior of our home except our porch, so that is on the list for 2026. Number 4. Okay, so we did this huge addition, and all the water from the addition gets dumped out on the side of our new addition, and it pours into the backyard, and we have a huge muddy mess all the time. So finding a solution for that, I want to do by the end of the year to save us a lot of headache. I think we need to dig a hole and reroute it, but I'm not sure, so just fixing that problem. I'm gonna write reroute sump pump. Second section of personal life goals is trips. I want to go on a family trip. Are you excited? We're gonna go on a family trip. That's gonna be in March, so that's another one that is already in works. We're going to Florida.
I know. You have to go on a plane to Florida a long way to go.
Yes, we're gonna go on a plane to Florida.
Yeah, but first I have to drive where a place.
Well, we just have to drive to the airport. The airport's really close, and then we go to Florida on the plane. Number 2 trip is a couples trip, just my husband and I. That'll probably happen towards the end of the year once our son is completely weaned. He still is breastfed.
Mom.
And then the final trip is a mom and me thrifting trip. Okay, go.
Mom, we're going on a family trip, and everybody I love is gonna come.
A lot of the people you love are gonna come, yeah. And then I have an other section, and for now all I'm going to put in here is make a career decision. In April we are moving to 5 days a week in office. After 5 years of being hybrid or fully remote, that's going to be a shock to the system, and I'm not sure if I want that long term. So making a decision, am I going to stay at my current job with 5 days a week in office, or there's a couple other options that prior people I've worked with have reached out about. So exploring those options and making a decision is a big goal. Final recap of the 2026 goals. Goal number 1, $500 profit per month. I met that in January. Then we'll add any $100 above that. We'll have a circle here. List 400 items. I got 37 done in January. YouTube, 24 videos, 4 done in January. 5,000 new subscribers. I got 739 in January. These 2 videos I definitely want to get done, so I'm putting on the goals list. Short form content, I want to get 100 videos up this year. I did 20 of them in January. And then personal life, buy a water osmosis system, a basketball hoop, redo the porch, reroute the sump pump, a family trip, a couples trip, and a mom and me trip, and then make a career decision.